I love being around you, and I love seeing you every day. I look forward to coming here and being with you guys and spending time with you guys. And, you know, I just think that that's something that I want to be around for the rest of my life. And I didn't want to do anything or make any moves or make any steps without having you guys' blessing to ask her to marry me.
Having to announce my pregnancy to the world was
Nerve-wracking at first, because you think about what everybody's gonna say.
I'm like, oh my God, everybody, I'm gonna be the hot topic of the block. I was so scared. Cause I was like, oh shoot, we about to tell the whole world that Chin is pregnant. Open it and you're gonna lift up the pacifier so they can.
Ariana came up with the 1920s theme, so I had to go get like a suit with the little cane and the glasses. Chin went to my mom and got her hair curled like the 20s curls.
The day we were filming the pregnancy video, I was going to rip everybody's head off, okay? First things first, I was in my first trimester, so I was stirring up, I lost like 20 pounds in my first trimester. It was hot and muggy. Nikolai was getting me upset.
Everything would bother her. If the wind touched her toe the wrong way, she's ready to take my head off. Not anybody else's head off, and my head off. When it was done and the vision came all together, we watched it, we was like, oh yeah, that's tough.
Hello?
Hello, my love.
Nikolai, darling, where are you? I have something important to show you.
Okay. Meet me at the Delmonica.
Okay, see you soon.
Filming Chin's and Nikolai's announcement video was pretty fun. I had a great time. I was really happy that they allowed me to use my creativity. I was a little nervous because at the time I was still emerging as a filmmaker, so I wasn't sure as to how the audience was going to receive my work. People just usually post a picture of their like sonogram or maybe a test or maybe a bump. Like that's the typical norm that you see. Nobody's throwing out a whole movie style with like a cliffhanger at the end.
And our phones was blowing up. OMG, oh my God, is this serious? Y'all lying? It shocked everybody because they would have never thought that would have came from us.
I'm a Christian and I have to set a certain example. I have to tell the world that Chin is gonna have a baby and she's not married.
It made me start pushing for marriage. I just knew it was like God's will.
You know, I'm a big firm believer in God and signs, and like, you know, when he tells me things, I like to follow his lead and listen. I had a dream that we was getting married. I had a dream that she was in the car with me and she was like, oh, Nikolai, so when are you gonna change my promise ring to a real ring? Like, when are you gonna ask me to marry you? In the dream.
I don't want like a blended family. Like I don't want kids with nobody else. So I'm like, and I really love Nikolai. So then I used to always hint him with my promise ring, and I used to go like, you like it? Doesn't it need to change now? I hate him.
I was just looking like into the future to see if I really see myself with her for the rest of my life, and I did.
You gotta talk to you guys.
Yes. Turn the freaking TV. Wait, but what she is?
Okay. Ah, this is so awkward. All right. So, as you guys know, I am very in love with your daughter, and I would do anything in the world for her and the baby. And that's the girl that I see me spending the rest of my life with. And I am very happy to be in the family that I'm in because you guys treat me like your own. And it just feels right. Everything feels right from the beginning to now. Even you, and like I love being around you, and I love seeing you every day. I look forward to coming here and being with you guys and spending time with you guys. And you know, I just think that that's something that I want to be around for the rest of my life. And I didn't want to do anything or make any moves or make any steps without having you guys' blessing to ask her to marry me.
When I got pregnant with my first child, my mother told me that you should get married. And I believe that one person cannot raise a child. You need both parents to raise a child. When I got married, I was afraid myself. So I had the same fear for Chin. I got married at the age of 23 years old. And I must tell you, me and Hector, we married for 32 years. And don't take me wrong. My marriage is not of a bed of roses. We have good times, we have bad times. We try to make the good outweigh the bad. Marriage works. And what gives you a good marriage is respect. You must respect your partner. Young people can have a happy marriage as long as both of them come together and decide to close out the world and work the marriage together. It will work.
But things will work out, things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Nikolai, I love you from day one. From I met you, I love you, and I'm giving my daughter. I'm expecting you to treat her like a diamond, or to treat each other like a diamond. It takes two to tango.
Yeah.
Right? And you know, you gotta treat each other with respect. I just hope and pray, my prayers are with you, you know, that the Lord will bless this marriage. I'm giving you my daughter, and I'm expecting you to do the best by her, and I'm expecting her to do the best by you too. Because, you know, and only God can keep you both together.
Yeah.
You know? And
Okay.
you can have her, my baby. You can have my baby. I give you my baby to love and to cherish. Please, please, please. Take care of her, alright?
Yes. Okay, hold on. Jen! We're talking about the gender reveal, come.
They really know what they're getting into. But because I believe in marriage, I didn't want to deny them the opportunity of getting married. So I gave them my blessing.
My parents still being married, they showed an example of like two people who are in love, who still go through a lot, but at the end of the day, they still stick it out. You know, my mom kept God in the center of her marriage, and I think that that's why they succeeded. So I do believe that people, when they're young, they can still go on and have a successful marriage.
I believe that God honors marriage. I do think that marriage is something that God wants for his people. So I hope want to get married one day, and you know, to find someone, settle down. It's a beautiful thing, honestly.
So my ideas proposing to Chin was, there were a lot of ideas.